We live in an age of complexity. We have productivity apps, biohacking guides, and an endless stream of life hacks. Yet, so many of us feel more overwhelmed than ever. What if the solution wasn't another complex system? What if the key lies in truths that are thousands of years old? Ancient thinkers faced the same problems we do: anxiety, distraction, and the search for meaning. They didn't have technology, so they developed something far more powerful: profound, simple truths to anchor the mind. Welcome back to Stoic Logic. Today, we are decluttering your mind with 5 ancient truths that will simplify your modern problems. Truth number 1 comes from the Greek philosopher Heraclitus. Character is destiny. We often blame external factors for our failures, like bad luck or an unfair system. This ancient truth forces us to look inward. It argues that our long-term outcomes are the direct result of our habits, our integrity, and our choices. In other words, our character. Imagine 2 employees starting with the same skills. One cuts corners and blames others, while the other takes ownership and helps the team. A year later, their destinies are vastly different. Not because of luck, but because of character. Action step! At the end of each week, ask yourself this one question: did my actions this week reflect the person I truly want to be? Truth number 2 is an ancient Persian proverb: this too shall pass. It reminds us of a fundamental law of the universe: impermanence. No state, whether good or bad, is final. When you are suffering, this truth is a source of hope. When you are successful, it is a reminder to stay humble and not to cling too tightly. Think of your emotions and circumstances as clouds passing in the sky. You are not the clouds. You are the sky, vast and unchanging. Your job is simply to observe them as they come and go. Action step: when you feel a strong emotion, label it and say to yourself, this is a passing cloud. This too shall pass. Truth number 3 was inscribed at the Temple of Apollo at Delphi: know thyself. Many of our modern problems, like career dissatisfaction, stem from not knowing who we are. We end up chasing goals set by society, not by our own true nature. An architect would never build a skyscraper without a perfect blueprint of the foundation. To do so would guarantee collapse. Your self-knowledge is that blueprint for your life. Action step: take 15 minutes to write down all your personal values. Then, circle the top 5 that are absolutely non-negotiable for you. These 5 values are your personal compass. Truth number 4 is the cornerstone of Stoicism, and it is the ultimate anxiety simplifier. Some things in life are up to us, and others are not. Wasting energy on things outside our control is, in the Stoic view, a form of insanity. A calm mind has a clearly defined area of control. Think of a captain sailing a ship in a storm. She cannot control the storm, but she can control the rudder and the sails. A wise captain focuses all her energy only on what she can control. Action step: when you feel anxious, write down the specific worry. Then ask, which small part of this situation is within my control? Focus exclusively on that part. In a world obsessed with hustle culture, our 5th truth is a radical antidote to burnout. From Taoism, Wu Wei translates to effortless action. It is the art of acting in harmony with the natural flow of things rather than forcing outcomes. It is the difference between struggling and striving intelligently. Think of a surfer riding a wave versus a swimmer fighting a current. The surfer uses the wave's immense power with minimal, perfectly timed effort. The swimmer exhausts themselves fighting against it. Action step: when you are stuck on a problem, pause and ask, am I trying to force this? Or is there a natural current I can follow? So let's recap the 5 truths. Character is destiny. This too shall pass. Know thyself. The dichotomy of control and effortless action. These aren't complex life hacks. They are ancient, simple, and profound principles. They act as a filter, clearing away the mental clutter of modern life. True wisdom isn't about adding more. but about returning to the simple truths that have always been there. By integrating these principles, you don't just solve problems. You simplify your entire approach to living. If you are ready to continue this journey of applying timeless wisdom to modern challenges, subscribe to Stoic Logic. And tell us in the comments, which of these 5 truths resonates with you the most right now?